Hey guys, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you guys here with me today. Get ready for a wonderful plant shopping experience in Brooklyn. We're about to take you on a fantastic tour of a plant store that's packed with the most incredible plants. Let's explore what this store has in store and the amazing prices you won't want to miss. Now we start looking around and we see some of our basics, Cebu blue, neon pothos, and I'll try to show you prices as much as possible because I know that's what you want to see. They have those beautiful and lush exotica. Crotons are now a thing, so you'll see them everywhere. And then they have the rattlesnake calatheas right behind or right in front of that huge Hoya, which you'll see later. And the Nanooks, and they have some Alocasia Fridex and more calatheas, guys. And then the Alocasia Jacqueline, $50. Now, you guys know when that plant came out, it cost an arm and a leg. But these Fridex are just so healthy. And that's one of the things about this store. The ambiance was so relaxing and inviting and peaceful. And the plants were so healthy. And Tom was an amazing host. Now, let me give you some backstory and a little joke to this one. When I actually walked into the store, I wanted to get his permission to film. So I said to him, "Do you mind if I take some clippings?" And guys, you should see the look that he gave me. He looked at me, he said, "Excuse me, clippings?" And I started laughing because I didn't even realize what it actually sounded like. I was like, no, 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 no. I said, videos. He's like, oh, because I was like, we have to be BFFs before or a little closer before you can ask for clippings. And I was laughing. But it was really funny. I was laughing for a good 30 minutes. Now, well, maybe not 30 minutes. Now, that's Tom right there. I didn't ask his permission to put his face in the videos, so I won't show him, but for future videos or future reference, if Tom wants to answer some of his wonderful knowledge-based questions that he does have answers to almost everything, guys. Yeah, and this begonia captured my attention. And then they had tortums that look so healthy. $55 for the philodendron tortum. I do have one. It doesn't love me. I love it, but it doesn't love me. And this is the Begonia natuensis. $25. Not a bad price. As usual, it's rare you find a plant in this shop that's not looking at the best. And then they have these other begonias. And the Fica chivinera. And of course, I butchered the name, yeah. True to form. And it's $30. And these peperomias are $16. Watermelon peperomias. Large leaves, guys. And that one is $16. And apologies, because in some areas of the videos, in areas where you have a lot of plants, that one was 16. In areas where you have a lot of plants, you have to keep airflow. So they do have the ceiling fans going. So that's that little shimmery that you will see on screen. Apologies, not much I could do about it. They have these strings of turtles for $24. And so many watermelon peperomias. They have the Addisonais. I didn't focus on these too much because, as you guys know, they are pretty much everywhere and now are really easy to get planted. And I think that's Mommy Eye. Mommy. Plowmanii. That's a philodendron Plowmanii. I'm trying to focus. Oh, there we go. $65, guys. And they looked awesome. I do not have one of those yet. And then the billets and the ring of fire, guys, all in one place. And that calathea, prepare yourself. I'm about to butcher the name. Apologies in advance. Yeah, there it is. Wars something. It's a calathea, and you saw the name. So I did bring you ID, and it's only $30, guys. Unsure of that one is as picky as some other calatheas. I think Tom said that they were actually, normal around the calathea realm. So, and then this one is the Anthurium scandens, and for me, it's now one of my faves. It's one of the naughtiest anthuriums I've ever seen because they put out so many inflorescence at the same time. Be that as it may, I think it was $40. Amazing. And these begonias just look so healthy and made me feel like I was just at peace. And the button fern, nice. And I tried to show you guys the prices as much as possible. And that blue star fern, $58. If I go too fast, you can always rewind and look to see what the prices are and see if it's a plant that you would like to acquire. Even if I can't mention it, I try to at least show it in the video so you are able to see it. This is the confetti syngonium and this humongous whale fin Sansevieria, $125, guys. It was so huge. I just wanted to get the price. They had so many veitches, different sizes. Yes, I was happy. And the veitchii, I know I focused on the price. $85, guys. $85 for a 6-inch large veitchii. They did have a smaller one, which is to the right, which we're gonna focus on now. And hopefully I go down, and I did. $45, guys. You guys know these are already acclimated. You would just have to acclimate them to your space. They have the Amidrium, and it's a larger size one, and it didn't have any runners, which means that it's pretty happy. And it's $50. Not a bad price, I will say. And then they had these. This one is the Philodendron gigas, and I think it was $65. I don't do well with these velvety philodendrons. I think I was traumatized by the melanochrysum because it just really does not like me. But if it's something that you've been trying to get your hands on, this is where it is. These pileas, these variegated pileas were adorbs. I just could not get enough of them, and they're $25. So if this is a plant that's on your wish list, I don't think you're gonna see this plant in a big box store. And it's buying it online does not guarantee that they're gonna arrive in the best of shape. Then you have to acclimate them to your space and risk losing the money that you spent. I think this is the first time I saw the White Fusion Calathea in person. It's $70, and they were large, guys, and so beautiful. But not on my list, but I'm bringing them so you can see if it's on your list. This is where, in the middle of New York City, in Brooklyn, you will have access, guys. Now, they had these Syngonium wendelandis, and I was taken aback a little bit, guys, because they were so large, humongous. Usually you get like even if it's more than one that's in the pot, it's on the smaller size. You can propagate this and have 4 or 5 additional plants from how big these plants were. And I think these were 30, but if not, I will come back around because I try to focus on the prices because, again, I'm bringing it to you guys. I know this is what you want. And then that's a variegated microphyllum, $30. And as you can see how large it is, how big it is. And then they had a bird's nest anthurium back there. And I think that one, when I finally get around to it, if I kept the clip, was also 50% off. See? Your girl learned. It's 50% off of 60, so it's $30. So if this is something that's on your list, a variegated bird's nest anthurium, you can get one for $30 at Brooklyn Horticulture. Did I tell you the name of the store? Brooklyn Horticulture. Not my first time in this store. I've actually been there before, maybe about a year or so ago. My second Ecuagenera pop-up that I ever went to, that Syngonium Boutique, I think is 30. If not, you can correct me, or we can go back and look at the videos there. Now, my second Ecuagenera pop-up, I did go there, but I went for the Ecuagenera pop-up. So I didn't get to focus on the actual store. I was focused on the stuff from Ecuagenera. But when this store was suggested that I visit, I went back and I said, oh, I've been there before, but I didn't get to check out their plants. I was very excited when they suggested it, and I went back, and I am so happy. I will be a frequent customer of this store. All right, now that's the Calathea silver band, and I think it was, where's my price, guys? Where's my price? I know I focused on that. $25, guys. $25. There was like 3 or 4 plants in this pot, and it looked so healthy. And I've never seen this one for sale in person, so I was very happy. They had a whole bunch of Atabopoenses. They're 4-inch pots. They're philodendrons, and they are, what is that, 55? Stop moving. $55, guys. Quite a few of them looked pretty healthy. I will say this is one of the plants that I did purchase in Home Depot, and I did pay $30 for mine. So of course this is not on my list of plants to get, but again, they don't always have these plants. You wait on them. You don't know the genetics. You don't know how healthy they're going to be. You don't know if you're going to bring in pests into your collection when you go out to the big box stores and bring these plants in. So if you want something, because I'm telling you what I saw in this store, the level of care these plants receive, totally amazing. And this looks like the Dieffenbachia reflector. Hopefully I focused on the price. Yay! Guys, $45. $45. Yes. Yes. I am so proud, guys. I was able to bring you most of the prices and bring you into the space with me. So yeah, I'm celebrating this. And then he got a huge delivery, and he got these alocasias. They are dark. They are furry. It doesn't come across on camera, but I did touch it. It was fuzzy. And then they had these begonia maculatas, and these were a thing back in the days. This was one of the plants that I got really hooked on, but they were selling them very expensive. Again, I think these were like, I can't remember. Hopefully I go back and focus and show you the price of that one. No, actually, I don't think he had priced them and put them out yet. I think I asked him the price. It wasn't more than $20 though. I mean, I'm going to tag Tom to this video. So Tom, if you're around, if you watch this video, yay, you can comment on how much the maculatas are. So if someone is interested and want to come and, pick one up, there you have it. And then they had that variegated opuntia, guys. I couldn't get my eyes off of it. It was so adorbs. I do not have one. I think it's $65. So if you want a huge opuntia, a huge variegated opuntia, which you're not gonna see it for that price. You're not gonna see it in any store. And look how many he has. He has some euphorbias and some other cacti and succulents. So amazing. That huge alocasia. There are some things in the store that's not for sale, but guys, we all know that in these plant store, that's just how it is. They can't sell everything, and there has to be some things that are there. You know, I mean, they are plant lovers, right? They had this huge monstera in the middle of the room, and then his plant wall, which is something that they do specialize in. So if you're a person and you need a plant wall in your house, who knows, I think they'll be able to come out and do that for you. They had in the plant wall, I can't even begin to discuss all the things that they had in the plant wall. They had a medania, they had anthuriums, they had philodendrons, they had so many. You can just go in there and look and just stand there for hours and be totally amazed at the things that they have. And then they had that rubber tree, and I think that's either a elegans or a mayoi. I'm not sure which one it is. It's probably at elegans. They had ferns, some more melanochrysums, and I'm just trying to ensure that. And then they had those oxalises, and if you focus on the video, you can probably see, because I tried to capture all the prices so that you guys have a great idea of what you're heading into when you step into the store. Pretty reasonable considering where all our plants are coming from and the prices that us true plant lovers have paid for those. I am guilty. Let me know if you are. And you know what? I enjoyed this experience totally. Now they had these what are they, Pelonia repens? Yeah, that one was a little interesting because it's in a glass it's in a no drain container, and if you can see, there's leca on the bottom, and then they have soil on top, and it's so happy. And then this orchid just threw me for a loop, and I wanted you guys to see that. Both the flower and the foliage were amazing. And then back to these oxalis. Again, I'm going to apologize for the ceiling fan that's rotating and how it came across on the screen. Not much I could have done about that. I just really wanted to share with you guys what they had. And I didn't want to skip this area. And I didn't want to totally delete it. So you guys can see. They had begonias. They had, these are all $6, by the way. What's that? Crimson Princess, I want to say. It didn't necessarily name these ones. They were just, small begonias, tradescantias, another different back here reflector. And then they had these awesome anthuriums. And I'm short, so that's me trying to either get the camera or the DJI to actually get up top and get images of whatever I couldn't see. And then I was in awe because he had these totally happy pitcher plants. And I'm like, plant goals. But I don't see that happening to me anytime soon. They have a rickrack, humongous rickrack cactus up top. I have one. Mine is struggling. Mine is so struggling. And then they have the monsteras and the dracaenas. And I guess I'm trying to get close. $45 for the monstera there. And I don't know if I saw the price on the dracaena. Almost there. Nope, not gonna happen. Yeah. You can get a better view. And then that Brazil was one of the healthiest Brazils that I have seen. His Friedix and his alocasias look so good, but he doesn't stay still. He's either always pricing or cleaning or water. And guys, look at the size of this silver band maranta that this guy has. It's in a hanging basket. It is so humongous. And of course, guess what? $65. Look how many is in that pot. Yeah. If that would have been an easy transport for me, I probably would have thought about picking that one up for myself. And then they had some branded taniums and the variegated neon pothos and the dermatophyllum, I think that's what that. No, that's the goldie eye, right? Philodendron goldie eye, $20. $20. And then they had these rubber trees, and then if you look around, you'll see fruit trees in the shop with like huge fruit on them. Yeah, totally amazed. I was happy. This is a good way to spend your day off. Well, it's a good way to spend my day off, and I sure did. Now, they do sell other things like pots and soil and fertilizer, guys. I'm actually trying out one of their all-purpose fertilizers. I'll let you know, what I think. I won't know yet, but I'll let you know. And look, again, I told you fruit trees, right? Fruit trees. And then they had these rubber trees, and then this little curly cactus had me, it had like pink around the rims, and it was like so full and healthy. And curly Sue, I think $70 I saw just now. So amazing. I don't think I've ever seen one of that in person. And then they had some summer glory, guys. Now, I know, as me and Tom was discussing, that summer glories are a little newer to the market, but the size of the ones that he had in his stores color me impressed. And if I haven't shown it to you yet, I'm sure it's coming up, because I don't think I would have within myself deleted that clip. And back to those variegated pileas and the plumanias and the beautiful exotica mixing with some calathea mosaica, I want to say, and more alocasias. He just had stuff in every little corner. And then they had some tradescantia, some nanooks, some more alocasias, and anthuriums, pardon me, and begonias. And look at the colors, guys. Now, if you guys want me to focus more on the anthuriums, I will try. Which one is that? That one is $85. It's huge. And then there was more Billetiers, $65. Gloriosum, $48. And feel free to pause the video and zoom to see if you are able to see those prices a little more clearly. They have the high-low beauty, and then they had these pink princesses, guys. These were one of my favorites initially coming in, and they remain that way. I'm sorry, I just love the pink. And if you look, the genetics on the plants that he carries are they're good. They're really good. And I'm sure I come back around so I can see the prices properly for you, as that was one of my aim. And $70 for the pink princesses. Not humongous in size, but the genetics, again, there's most of those leaves have the variegation on them, have the pink, and that one, oh, all pink. All pink, but then the leaves come back around and then they're balanced. That one back there is a radicans, anthurium radicans. It's my first time seeing one that's just radicans in person, and I think I wanted to show you guys the price. 40 bucks. 40 bucks, anthurium radicans. It's really full, and I really enjoy anthuriums. And that one was my first time seeing that one in person. And they had forgetty eyes. And what's the price on the phone? $65. That's a dark form. Yeah, I think that was most of the price range for the anthuriums. And some more alocasias. I think that's Bambino. Didn't focus on that one, but I'm almost positive that's a Bambino. And it looks like 20 bucks. Not a bad price, actually. And not for a plant that's actually healthy and ready to become a part of your space. Of course, even so, you still isolate when you purchase these plants because you never know, but it's good. And then they had these burl marks, these variegated burl marks. And price 65 bucks. Yeah, but good balanced variegation, even though these burl marks, when they're unhappy, you can never tell what the heck they're going to do. While it won't die on you, their variegation will totally disappear. But that's been my experience, so... And then just looking around and enjoying. Again, I know if you are a plant lover, this is a spot for you. They had the Boros tail, Syngoniums in hanging basket. Can I see the price on that? Nah. And then they had at the front of the store this huge Monstera thigh. My goodness, guys, my goodness. And this large begonia. It was so tall. And then right below it is a humongous summer glory, guys. Ooh. And then they had gloriosums. But look at this summer glory. I think that one was $70 or $75. I did ask him, is this one for sale? Because sometimes when you go into these stores, the larger plants are not usually for sale. And then that Monstera, that's right there. Tom was telling me the story. He propagated it from the plant on his plant wall. And guys, he air layered it. And because he didn't want it to yellow, and then now it has its first new leaf unfolding. Oops. Sorry, Tom. Yeah, and then they had billetiers. It's just an experience, guys. $70 if you're in the market for a very healthy summer glory. You can get some. These right here cost less than the one that's on the ground, I think. And then he had some amidrium additionally here. And guys, look at that albo. I know you saw it. But yes, he did have some very, very, very amazing plants in the store. And it's coming down. And there you have it, guys. Look at the albos that he has in store. Now, you know we want to see the price, right? What is that? Focus. Oh, my goodness. I am sure that I did come back around, but that thigh had my full attention for a little bit. Very hard to focus. Guys, they even had a domesticatum in there for $30-something. Now you guys know that's a great price. Look at that humongous whale fin. $2.25 for those Monstera albo, guys. And then these are little packets of fertilizers that they sold. That's one of the packages that I'm gonna try out, and I'll definitely keep you guys posted. That Ring of Fire, just amazing. They had the variegated Marantha, guys, and look at the size of the Syngonium Wendolandi. They also had pipers in hanging baskets, so if you're interested, these are smaller, more manageable, and they're hanging. They had that looks like a squamiferum, some marble queens, some calatheas, and then they had these variegated orchids. So cute. $40, guys. These I cannot say I have seen them in person anywhere, so this is a first for me. If it is for you and you're interested in picking one up, again, this store is in Brooklyn. I hopped on a train and I made my way there. They have these strings of pearls. They're $15. And they had these little containers where you can do your little propagations in. These adorable little pots. And then these monsteras. I mean, nothing beats a good old regular monstera. And guys, if you like my content, if this is something you enjoy watching, if you enjoy just hanging out with me, seeing what New York City has to offer in terms of plants, I'm not going to stop exploring, and I will keep sharing with you. So don't forget to drop a comment or a like. Guys, it had everything, the content that I am putting out, so they'll share it with and other people. Regular plant lover, healthy, tropical, rare, common, everyday. Everything was there just for you. Now you guys have to understand, once I walked through that door, I was like a kid in a candy store. I was smiling from ear to ear and just floating around this store. Thankfully, Tom was very accommodating, and you know what? New York City is a nice place. The customer service, top tier. Knowledge, top tier. Plants, top tier. And I'm still smiling now. That was, again, for me, the greatest way to spend my awesome day off. Yes. Now, I don't know what that plant is. I tried to find out, but it wasn't written on the tag, and I didn't want to stop filming just to harass that one little plant. So you guys can comment. Let me know if you know what that is. Not one that I'm planning to put in my collection, but maybe it's something that you've been looking out for. And I keep trying to focus on those anthuriums, but it looks like the Delta Force, though, but it's possible. I don't know. I didn't see the label. And that albo was one of my wish list plants from back in the day. I bought so many nodes that didn't survive, guys, and now you can get a full plant for what you were paying for a node or a cut-in, fully rooted with great genetics. You cannot beat that. Let me know if you can beat that. Okay. As fascinated as I am with this area, I guess I have to move on. But I just wanted you guys to get the awesome $70 pick. Look. See, that's a fertilizer I'm trying out. You see it in there? Ooh. I think it is. It looks like it. And the Nanooks, I think 14. Just new leaf, guys. New leaf, $65 anthuriums at your fingertips. And again, I know that Tom said that he's gonna have the Ecuagenera pop up back, so I gotta look out for that. I'm gonna make sure that I go and make sure that I'm able to bring it to you guys. Those burl marks really do look healthy though, really. And balance. And these are, again, one of my favorites, so that one is $90 though. And that awesome $70 orchid. He just had, look, Purple Rain. He does have a, what do you call those old school record players in the store. So he probably has, I never asked. He probably does have records in those things. You saw Prince? I saw Prince, Purple Rain, hey. And it's just a great environment, guys. And I am so happy you guys were able to hang out with me looking at these awesome plants. More alocasias. Look at me trying to see the price, probably like 25. More mosaicas, more exoticas. Is that 32? 32 in that exotica. It's in a 6-inch pot. Was that 48 on the Billetiers? And Loriosums. I never thought of using those as decorations, but my, how amazing they look. And this lone ZZ plant, and even though it's a ZZ and you can probably pick one up in a Home Depot, it still holds my. And then he had this Summer Glory with exoticas. And now you can get a better look at his plant wall, guys. Look. That, see? Medanilla right there. He has rubber trees, ferns, anthuriums, dracaenas, billetiers, monstera, and more marble queens. I'm gonna say it's marble queen or snow queen. Branditaniums and more alocasias. His store is just, and then this awesome healthy Brazil. Just amazing. And I don't think there's anything new that you haven't already seen that you're gonna see again. Probably just a little bit of prices that you already saw. But if anything that I can say, you guys can hang around, look at the plants, look at the prices, and just have a moment. Hopefully you found value in the video that I brought to you today. And I'm so happy that you guys were able to hang out. And that huge thigh, Monstera thigh constellation up top, 500. And you know this was one of my faves. This is the one I said you could propagate forever. And then some cacti and succulents in the midst of, I think that's a sansevieria in the middle of all of this. And that is a pothos lizard queen. So glad you guys were able to join me for this amazing experience. I keep saying it. So by all means, guys, get up, get out of the house, get a brush of fresh air, or not so if you were like me and travel on the subway to get there. It wasn't very fresh, I will say, but totally worth it.
Came from kind of turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do.
A little bit of everything
I want to spend the night at hers
for everyone. Design, decor. Thank you for watching and see you next time, guys.